Rangers appear to be edging closer to completing another major piece of business this summer, with the Ibrox club now ready to push ahead with a deal for Girona forward Kim Minsu. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. The 20-year-old South Korean has been under consideration by Rangers' recruitment team for some time, but the club have spent the last few days weighing up whether to make the £8.5 million move required to trigger the release clause in his contract. Now, it appears they have made their decision. Rangers have reportedly opted to push the button on a deal for Minsu rather than turn their attention elsewhere, with a medical understood to have been booked for Monday. If everything goes to plan, the highly rated attacker could become Rangers' 12th new arrival of the summer. That would represent a significant boost for Derek McInnes, who has been looking for additional attacking quality since taking charge at Ibrox. Minsu had been one of several attacking options being assessed by technical director Dan Purdy and chief executive Jim Gillespie, but the recruitment team have now recommended that Rangers press ahead with a move. And crucially, personal terms are not expected to be a problem. The versatile forward is believed to be keen on the opportunity, with Rangers confident that an agreement can be reached. His ability to operate in several attacking positions is also understood to have been a major attraction. Minsu primarily prefers playing from the left, but he can also feature on the opposite flank or operate through the middle, giving McInnes another flexible option in the final third. Interestingly, the potential transfer comes just hours after what could prove to be Minsu's final appearance for Girona. The youngster played 76 minutes in their 2-1 defeat away to Cordoba, potentially bringing an end to his time in Spain ahead of what could be a very different chapter of his career. However, Rangers supporters may have to wait before seeing their potential new signing in competitive action. Should the deal be completed, Minsu would not be eligible to feature in Thursday night's Conference League playoff second leg against Jablonec, with Rangers currently holding a 1-0 advantage from the first meeting at Ibrox. Minsu has spent the majority of his development with Girona, joining the club in 2022 and making more than 70 appearances for their B team. He was promoted to the first team in 2024 and made 2 La Liga appearances, as well as featuring once in the Champions League before moving to FC Andorra last season. That proved to be an important campaign for the youngster, as he made 40 appearances in the Segunda Division, scoring 6 goals and providing 4 assists. Girona had been planning for Minsu to have a bigger role this season, but interest from elsewhere meant they were prepared for the possibility of his departure. And it is Rangers who now appear to have made the decisive move. The Ibrox club have reportedly concluded that Minsu represents better value for money than some of the alternative targets they had been considering, and they are now pushing towards a deal that could give McInnes another exciting attacking weapon. With the medical reportedly booked and Rangers ready to trigger the £8.5 million clause, this transfer could now be entering its decisive stages. The big question is whether everything can be completed without a late twist, because Rangers look increasingly confident that Kim Minsu could soon be heading to Ibrox. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. Rangers may have been handed a major new option in their search for a striker, with lens forward Rayan Fofana emerging as a potential target following Youssef Shamiti's devastating injury blow. The Ibrox hierarchy are now considering their options after Shamiti suffered ACL damage, ruling the Portugal under-21 international out for a significant period. Derek McInnes is keen to bring in another attacking option to support Rayan, Bojan Miovski, and captain Lawrence Shankland, and Fofana's name has now been put firmly on the radar. The 20-year-old is regarded as a highly rated prospect in France and could represent a very interesting opportunity for Rangers. Fofana featured 27 times for Lens last season as the club finished runners-up to PSG in League One, although his opportunities from the start were limited. He made just 7 starts but still managed to find the net 5 times. Interestingly, the situation at Lens could now work in Rangers' favour. Former boss Pierre Sage has moved to Crystal Palace, while Dino Topmola has taken charge, potentially giving Fofana a fresh opportunity to establish himself. However, his involvement in Lens's latest huge victory over PSG was limited to a late substitute appearance, with former Rangers Loney Abdallah Sima starting instead. And that could be where Rangers see an opening. It's understood Lens would be prepared to allow Fofana to leave on a season-long loan, despite the attacker reportedly carrying a valuation of around £7 million. For Rangers, that could make a temporary deal a far more realistic proposition as they look to solve their immediate striker problem without necessarily committing to a huge permanent transfer. However, this certainly wouldn't be a straightforward deal. Rangers would face strong competition if they decide to push ahead. And with the September signing deadline rapidly approaching, the Ibrox hierarchy would have little time to waste. Andrew Kavanagh has already promised further movement in the transfer market, pledging to bring in up to 3 more signings as Rangers attempt to recover from their sluggish start to the campaign. James Penrice and Kosta Nedeljkovic have already arrived since that commitment was made, and now Fofana could potentially become the latest name under consideration. The big question is whether Rangers will actually make their interest concrete. With Chermiti facing a lengthy spell on the sidelines, the need for another striker has suddenly become much more pressing. And if Lens are genuinely prepared to sanction a loan for a £7 million rated 20-year-old forward, this could be an opportunity Rangers simply cannot afford to ignore. The clock is ticking, competition is expected to be fierce, and Rangers now have a very intriguing League One option on their radar. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.